Guys, are you ready to shit? Speaking of tankies, remember how tankies are anti-idpol? Debunking transgenderism in 2 minutes from Proletarian TV. In our topsy-turvy world, where right and left have turned themselves inside out, the Trotskyites and Social Democrats have become more reactionary, individualist, and pro-imperialist than the so-called conservatives. Wow, this actually reads like fascist propaganda. This pro-life conservative is more material in her outlook than most of the US and British left. We put her points on this issue not because we agree with her overall political orientation, but because on this issue she is so self-evidently correct. That's fucking incredible! So we've got everything here. Wow. It's incredible. I'm so right all the time. So here are tankies doing the meme where they see, by the way, if you're unironically complaining about Trotskyites in 2019, you should probably kill yourself. Okay. So unironically complaining about Trotskyites and Social Democrats saying they've become reactionary, individualistic, and pro-imperialist. Unironically, the fucking horseshoe meme coming from tankies. And then they go ahead and platform a conservative in an anti-idpol, anti-trans take. And it's called Proletarian TV. Wow! This is fucking incredible! How far does your brain have to twist? CPGB or legit Nosbull? Excellent! Nice! Tankies! Tankies! Alright. Hold on. We gotta do it. Let's find out. Who knows? Maybe I've been wrong this entire time. Maybe trans people are fake.
Transgender ideology holds that people can be born into the wrong body. It's simply not true. Human sexuality is...
That is not trans ideology. That's wildly reductionist. Some people feel they were born in the wrong body, but moreover, it's about believing gender is an identity and liberating you from like the confines of the social pressures associated with your birth sex, for the most part. So no arguments so far.
Is binary. Okay, we know this. Simply not true. Human sexuality is binary.
Human sexuality is binary? What? Human sexuality is binary? What the fuck does that mean? Guys, maybe she meant to say human sex is binary, which is also factually incorrect and contrary to modern science. Biologists agree. I have articles on this, but she said sexuality. What the fuck does that mean? Gay or straight? What about people who fuck
Okay, we know this because in nature, reproduction is the rule. And human beings...
Appeal to nature? Like appeal to naturalism? I'm sorry, bitch. In nature, rape is the rule. You know how many animals rape each other? In nature, not wearing clothes is the rule. In nature, not having shitty haircuts is the rule. That last one's not true. What the fuck is this appeal to naturalism? What? Well, you see, the trans ideology is invalidated by nature. In nature, you reproduce.
We engage in sexual reproduction. You need a man and a woman to do that.
Nope, not by modern gender theory standards. You just need a penis and a vagina, and a womb, testicles and prostate and stuff. What does this have to do with trans people? If trans people don't want to reproduce, they can just not reproduce. What the fuck does this mean?
Women are XX. Those are the sex chromosomes. Women have two X's. Men have an X and a Y.
Incredibly reductive, also no longer considered to be biologically truthful. Sex is just not a binary, it's bimodal.
Those are genetic markers. They're genetic markers for female and male, respectively. Okay, binary, that's the rule, and it's self-evident.
And it's self-evident? What's this dumb cunt say? What the fuck does that mean? Self-evident? Okay, wow, nice. Well, I guess I'm glad she has to rely on the self-evident argument, because if she actually looked in the fucking science book, she would find that's not true. By the way, none of this has anything to do with trans people. None of this has anything to do with trans people. She opened up with like, you see, trans people can't exist. It's self-evident. Sexuality is a binary. I know what I'm talking about.
Transgender, someone who identifies as transgender, however, that's not a problem in their body. Gender identity, all identities, they're in our thoughts. Thoughts and feelings.
Yes, gender is a thought. I completely agree. Thank you, my dude.
Those are not hardwired, they develop, and they may be factually wrong or factually correct.
Wait, your identity can be factually wrong or factually correct? What the fuck does that mean? Oh man, we've really captured her. Maybe she can be the streamer. There we go. It's self-evident. All right, get back in the slot. Get back in the hole. Get in the fucking robot, Shinji. All right.
The definition of a delusion is a fixed false belief. So if I persistently...
What? No, it's not. What? A fixed false belief? So if you believe that it's raining outside when it's actually sunny and you just don't get up to check, that's a delusion? What? An idiosyncratic belief or impression that is firmly maintained despite being contradicted by what is generally accepted as reality or rational argument, typically a symptom of a mental disorder. Oh, like continuing to argue that sex and gender are the same thing and that sex is binary in spite of all evidence suggesting the contrary. Damn.
Consistently insist that I am Margaret Thatcher, or consistently insist that I am a cat, or I'm an amputee trapped in...
This is literally the attack helicopter argument. Holy shit. This is what they felt. This is what the Communist Party of Great Britain felt like posting. This is what these tanky LARPers felt like posting.
A normal body. I am delusional. And in fact, there are people who believe they are amputees trapped in a normal body. They are appropriately diagnosed as having body identity integrity disorder. If you want to cut off an arm or a leg, you're mentally ill. But if you want to cut off healthy breasts and genitals, oh, then you're transgender.
Quick reminder, by the way, that by the word of every single reputable medical and scientific organization on the planet that deals in these sorts of things, transitioning, whether that be social, mental, or physical transitioning, including lopping off those body parts she's so fond of, is the diagnosed, correct, healthiest treatment that has empirically led to the greatest beneficial outcomes concerning the well-being, health, and longevity of trans people.
And you don't have a mental illness. Individuals with disorders of sex development are being used as pawns in the fight for basically a civil right to a mental illness. There's no such thing as a civil right to a mental illness, but that is in fact what we are dealing with.
This is, by the way, this is literally the exact same thing that people said about gay people 40 years ago. This is literally the exact same thing, just so you guys know. It was absolutely identical. Oh, you want gay people to get married? You want a civil rights movement for gays? What the fuck? Why do we need a civil rights movement for those fucking faggots? There's something wrong with them. Why the fuck do they need to? Why are they so proud of how they are? Why do we need to stand up for them? Why do they need rights? It's a mental illness. They're ill. They're not supposed to be that way. This is literally the exact same set of arguments. Nothing has changed.
With the transgender rights movement.
Oh, well.
Essentially,
Well, wasn't much to go on there at the end there. Jesus Christ. From Proletarian TV. Nice. The top comment is, comrades, you just posted cringe. You are going to lose cadre. And I can get behind that.